everyone, it is Dani and welcome to this update video this morning. I really hope you're doing well, and we're going to be talking about Tropical Storm SARA in the Western Caribbean. So it has been bringing a lot of rain to Central America and was gradually slowing down, and now it is essentially stationary, not moving right now, and still dumping and producing a lot of rainfall in parts of Central America, bringing those historic flood events to the area as well. So we're going to be talking about SARA in this video. We'll be looking at the rainfall forecast for the Caribbean, the overall forecast for the tropical storm. So let's get straight into the details. And here we are looking at the satellite imagery of the North Atlantic. So we can see a lot of moisture in the West Caribbean induced by SARA. The center of the system is just within the vicinity of the Bay Islands of Honduras. And there's also a couple of frontal systems out there, one of which is dissipated, but some increased moisture that was associated with it is resulting in some thunderstorms near parts of the northeastern Caribbean islands. And then along the intertropical convergence zone, that is where the trade winds of the north and the south meet, we're seeing that there is an increase in activity with it, associated with that as well. But taking a closer look at the Caribbean, here we can see what is going on. So now in terms of SARA and intensification, it is interacting with land, and that is what has been preventing it from getting stronger. So land interaction is pretty much helping SARA to stay as a weak tropical cyclone. Matter of fact, it has weakened a bit because the maximum sustained winds of SARA were up to 50 miles per hour, and now they're back down to 45. So even though land interaction is limiting intensification and inducing weakening, it is dumping a lot of rain. So SARA is still producing a lot of rain in parts of Central America, up to 30 inches or even more. In terms of those rain totals will be possible over the course of the next couple of days as SARA loiters in the area. And it's not just about Central America. Other areas such as the Cayman Islands and even Jamaica have experienced some heavy rain because of SARA. And we're going to be looking at the rainfall forecast in a moment. So as I was mentioning, there we can see those thunderstorms and even some shower activity within the vicinity of the Northeast Islands, the Virgin Islands and Puerto Rico. Again, there is a frontal system that is in the area dissipating. So this is a look at the rain forecast for the Caribbean. As we can see, that towards Central America is very, very colorful. Up to 10 plus inches of rainfall today in parts of northwest Honduras. And even within the Bay Islands, Belize, the Keys, parts of Mexico as well, there could be a lot of heavy rainfall today. Well, it's highly likely at this point. Again, SARA has stalled in the area, so it's stationary, it's not moving, but it is going to start moving again very soon. It's just that it's going to be very slow to do so, and that is what makes it such a significant threat. It's such a life-threatening situation because all this rain is just ongoing in the area unrelentingly because SARA is barely moving at all. And next we can see other areas such as northern South America with some colorful shading. So there could be some periods of heavy rain for parts of Colombia, Venezuela, for Guyana, Suriname, and French Guiana. Some showers and thunderstorms could be around, may not be a whole lot though. ABC Islands, some passing showers are definitely possible today. Same thing through much of the Lesser Antilles, and even for the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, there could be some additional downpours and thunderstorms as well. Hispaniola may not be very, very active, but some downpours are definitely possible today. As we look towards the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, Cuba, Florida, not seeing a whole lot of color. So exactly that, there could be a passing shower here or there. However, a major rainfall event is unlikely. Cayman Islands and Jamaica gets more colorful. Again, that is being influenced by SARA, so there could be some additional periods of heavy rainfall for those islands today. So guys, that is what is expected in terms of the rain forecast for the Caribbean on a whole, but now we're narrowing down to SARA. So this is a look at the cone forecast from the National Hurricane Center. So again, SARA is located, the center of SARA is located just within the vicinity of the Bay Islands, and we can see movement stationary. So currently it is not moving, and tomorrow morning, 12 a.m. tomorrow on Sunday, it is expected to be approaching Belize, so it's going to move very little between now and very early tomorrow, and then going later into the morning tomorrow, it is expected to make landfall in Belize, and we can see that there is that blue highlight indicating a tropical storm warning. So tropical storm warning in effect for much of the north coast of Honduras, the Caribbean coast of Guatemala, and even extending to the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. So those tropical storm conditions will be ongoing throughout much of today, and then eventually slowly spread to the northwest as the system starts to move again. And then, because it is going to be moving over land, by 12 a.m. on Monday, the system could even dissipate, and then whatever is left of it could make its way into the Gulf. So we can see here that the National Hurricane Center is really not showing much become of SARA after Monday, because it is going to be over land for such a long time and eventually weakened, and it's going to be cut off completely from its source of fuel and energy. However, again, it is a major rainmaker. So it's not so much about how strong it is, or is it a hurricane, is it this, is it that? No, this is a major rainmaker. And even some hurricanes, because they are moving quite quickly, they don't produce even half as much rain as what SARA has been producing in Central America. So again, because of its lack of motion and just loitering in that area very slowly, that is what makes it such a dangerous situation, guys. So please continue to stay safe as best as possible. If you encounter any floodwaters, turn around, don't drown, and please follow the orders given by your local officials. And that is essentially what I wanted to share with you in this update video in regards to SARA. And aside from SARA, there isn't anything else to watch in the North Atlantic as it pertains to tropical development. However, I will keep you guys posted as necessary. And if you have any additional questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll respond to you when I get the chance to do so. And remember to always be weatherwise.